Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are about ready to declare on Alania, and we're definitely going to take quite a lot from them. What do we want to demand from them right now, though? I think we're just probably going to go with cost 3 war score to demand in a peace deal. Okay, we're going to expand this war to probably everything, but we're going to demand that they secede territory to form a colonial concession. Apparently. Well, we're going to do this. And in we go. So we're going to attack there, we're going to attack there, and where are our other troops at? Did we not have more units up here? Or were they still on the way? They were still on the way. Fair enough. So these guys will come in over here, and these guys over here. There we go. This is, of course, these guys, and I'm kind of interested to see if we can... Yeah, they're just in our sphere right now. I don't think we can annex things that are just in our sphere, which is unfortunate. Just Victoria 2 problems. Okay, so we're going to fight, and we're going to attack them up over here. We are currently spending a fair amount of money, but that's okay. We shouldn't have too big of an issue with this. Our administration spending is down a little bit. I'm going to crank that down a little further, like that. Excellent. And these guys should arrive shortly. Wow, that was a massive attrition tick. I mean, that's to be expected, I suppose, given what we're attacking up here. Now, how do we, if we show wars here, the War of the Alanian concession here, I want to add additional war goals here. We are not at war. Oh, with these guys. Right, we need to be with Alania. And then the war is not going well enough, but once we get 3, then we can add war goals. Fantastic. So this is the idea right now. We're going to clean up some of these weaker guys over here before we start looking at France and Poland. And we're going to start getting our tech online. Specifically, supply limits. After Experimental Railroad, we are going to immediately start going down basic chemistry. Now, medicine is not going to be available until 1836, but that's okay. There we go. That's railroads for us. So we are able to store up a certain number of research points. I know that is a thing. But right now we have a few that are available. We're going to go for basic chemistry next, so we can start going down this road here. Now, in terms of priorities, philosophy is our top priority to pull ahead in tech. And then probably something like financial institutions and monetary systems, commerce stuff over here. And definitely chemistry, and then probably like various army things. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. We're going to continue ticking here. Where are our additional troops? They're on the way still. Fair enough. We don't see any enemies just yet. We'll control the clergy through legislative means, as we tend to do. Holy site disturbed. Oh no. Their beliefs must be respected, is true. And we should probably start thinking about building some railroads as well. Probably from our capital here. And let's see here. We actually can't build one in Genoa because there are hills there. Fair enough. That's also hills. We can build a railroad here, though, in Turin. And we will get started on that. And actually, we probably are making enough money to build a lot of railroads. And getting this infrastructure built early is going to be a very big deal for us. So we're going to get all of that built for now. We'll build a few more in a few more of these locations. Is there... I wish there was some sort of a build planner like in Europa so we could just build them in locations where we can. Yeah, we can see that there are these projects here. There's actually some capitalist projects happening to build some railroads. We will invest in those, as well as these factories. Excellent. But yeah, we'll just get some railroads started in a few of these locations. We probably don't need to spend all of our money on this right now. This is going to be an ongoing project for a good long time. And this is also going to drive the price of timber, steel, and cement through the roof. But that's okay. Once this is done, we will be able to see quite a number of... or it'll be much easier to see whether we have railroads in this location or not. So that's what we're working on right now, economically. And I think we'll just hold off on building additional railroads for the moment. Okay, so there's some war scores there. And my question is that enough to add a war goal to Alania? We don't have enough jingoism to do that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Can we do anything to get our jingoism up? Let's see here. Perhaps a military-industrial complex? No. Let's see. We can hold an election, actually. Okay. We're going to start holding an election, and we can push jingoism in our election. Excellent. Our upper house has been assembled. That's fine. And we're just going to continue grabbing territory from Alania here. Alania wants a peace deal. We decline. Excellent. I'm wondering what the progress is on all of this. I imagine it's pretty halted because we are lacking in resources. Yeah, timber, steel, cement. That's fine. The more demand we create for this, the more likely it will be that people satisfy that demand. We are going to continue to support these projects. Excellent. And as far as this war goes, we are going to continue to push through. We'll send some to Brazil. That's fine. Alania still wants peace. We're not too interested. By 25 June, we will have our new election. And hopefully we'll be able to push some jingoism between now and then. I know I was able to do it previously, but that might have been because... we had some policies set up. Potentially. Okay. Well, this is going quite well up here. I don't think Alania even has an army. Okay. That debate can hold off. And these, actually, I misclicked that. That's fine. So, economic policy is being debated in Ethiopia. The election debates in Ethiopia have been going on for a few days now, and the issue that seems to be becoming the determining one for the outcome of the election is, perhaps unsurprisingly, the economy. Several theories are being advanced, but the voters want a clear statement on government policy. How will the government make sure that every Ethiopian citizen has a chicken in his pot during the coming term in office? Well, the voters like interventionalism the best. And state capitalism and planned economy. I think we're going to go for interventionism just because that's playing to the voters here. State capitalism would gain 0.2 militancy. Well, maybe we want the ones where the people who support laissez-faire would gain militancy, because that's only 1%. We'll argue for planned economy. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, we'll continue our occupations over here. And hopefully we'll have a military policy debate relatively soon. Mongol boy shot by police, huh? Dissent has been growing among the Mongol population in Lop Nur for some time, and tensions now threaten to reach the boiling point after local police tried to disperse a crowd in violation of the ban on public meetings. The situation escalated with violence on both sides, and a young boy was killed when police resorted to firearms. And apparently I resorted to knocking over my pop shield. Okay, let's see if I can get that to stay. Stay, pop shield. Stay. Okay, there we go. 5 militancy and 5 consciousness. Oof. We'll pay 50 pounds. That's not a problem. That is absolutely not a problem. Okay. Let's get that debate on military policy going, guys. It's the entire reason we're holding the election. So that we can push up our jingoism a little bit. These guys are going to occupy over here quite soon. And then honestly, they can kind of go home. Yeah, they can pretty much go home at this point. We don't need an additional army up there. Excellent. Economic policy again, huh? Ooh, that planned economy was very effective. We're going to keep arguing in favor of a planned economy. Let's check in on our capitalists. Actually, there's some railroads being planned here. And we will participate in that. Excellent. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Lots of activity. Okay. How are these railroads doing? Have we made any progress whatsoever? Actually, yes. We have sourced most of our goods that we needed. Fantastic. We'll stockpile some fish. Expand some railroads. Religious policy and state sponsorship, huh? Well, not very many people are in favor of atheism. So, all pops become 5% more in favor of moralism. 30% more in favor of moralism, and atheism would not be very popular. We have a lot of moralism as it is. We may want to go that route. Of course the church must be renovated. The atheists would be upset, but it's 0.04% of the population, so... The elections are finished. The royal faction won about 70%. A coalition of conservative and reactionary parties got 82.33% of the vote. Conservative is the royal faction, by the way. So. Okay. I don't know why we're forming a coalition with 69% of the vote, but it's a little baffling. But I guess we'll accept it. We can actually put down another focus. What is our current population of clergy? Actually not that high. We may want to think about encouraging some clergy over in Tunis as well as in our capital. Okay. There we go. Because we do, after all, need to push up towards that sweet, sweet 2% population number of clergy. We're going to go ahead and pull back the Asian third to, I don't know, somewhere around here. Something like that. And these guys are moving into the last remaining provinces in Alania. I was really hoping that we would get enough for putting in some jingoism here. Our jingoism is actually going down? Actually, it's coming up right now. Okay, assimilation rate. Yes, we would like to assimilate. We just don't have the jingoism for this. That's definitely something that we want to work on, is our level of jingoism. Because we're going to need it. There's no doubt about that. So our basic chemistry is going to be researched quite soon. We're going to continue to expand our railroads in a few locations, since we've got the cash. And we're just going to work on grabbing some of this so that we can get around nice and quickly. We want to get this infrastructure built early on. If we end up importing into Hearts of Iron, which we very well might, if we end up importing into Hearts of Iron, we want to have a lot of this infrastructure pre-built. So infrastructure is going to kind of be our primary focus in Victoria, most likely. I mean, we've got a while left. There's no doubt about that. But this is definitely one of the shorter games. It's only like 110 years long or something like that. Well, 1936 is when we're going to import it, of course. Into Hearts of Iron. And I am beginning to think that we are going to be importing into Hearts of Iron, and we're probably going to focus on most of our conquest happening then. And like I said, infrastructure for that conquest happening in Victoria. So that hopefully we can have at least some of our infrastructure levels done in Hearts of Iron before we actually have to do something with that. Because building infrastructure in Hearts of Iron is very important. And it's also very slow. So if we can get a head start on that, that would be a huge deal. Okay, we're just about done with our railroad building for now, because we're pretty much out of cash. Tea waiting station robbed, huh? RIP. We'll accept the loss. Okay, just a little bit more gold here. Gold. A little bit, a few more pounds, I think I'm going to go ahead and say. We're kind of losing money a little bit right now, though, because we are sourcing all of this material. But these railroads are going to be finishing up pretty soon. And Alania, I think we're going to have to let you go, buddy. We just don't have the jingoism. We're going to need to work on that. Well, our jingoism is actually coming up. Maybe we can get the jingoism. It's still coming up. We're going to pull these guys back to somewhere around here for now. Excellent. Is that some of our railroad projects finishing up? I'm not sure. But we do have some newspapers here. That's all fine. Indeed. We are out of money currently. I'm going to cut our military spending for right now. We don't need it. There we go. We're making money again. And we can work on expanding our railroads. Lots and lots of railroad construction. Excellent. How are we doing on that jingoism, huh? Rebels have risen against our sphere members in Below Zero. So they have. We're gonna go crush those. Okay. How's our jingoism? It is coming up, but not very fast. I think we're just gonna propose this piece. Okay. I'm not sure what we ended up getting out of that. Did we get anything? Unclear. But that's okay. I'm mostly concerned right now about getting these infrastructure projects built. So let's get these railroads built up. We did win this battle against these rebels. Not here. Here. And that's great. Excellent. I'm just checking to see if we're taking any attrition. We are not. Sounds good. Any of these railroads going to be finishing? Not quite yet. They're a ways away. That is fine. We're just going to continue expanding these just as quick as we possibly can. We're going to be importing just ludicrous amounts of timber, steel, and cement. But hey, maybe there's going to be capitalists that are like, you know what? Making timber, steel, and cement right now seems like a pretty good idea. But hey, we now get basic chemistry. We may want to get mechanized mining. That will get us the ability to make steel, which we're going to need for our railroads. There's no doubt about that. Our other options are a couple of navy types, and that's literally it. So we're going to go for that mechanized mining for right now. Being able to produce our own steel would be helpful, considering just how much steel we're looking at using right now. Excellent. More railroads are just what the doctor ordered for right now. There's a railroad, and there's a railroad. Excellent. Some of these we can't build railroads in yet because of our tech level and their terrain type, but that's okay. I'm not currently interested in any alliances. I'm also not really currently interested in any territorial expansion. What I really want to be doing is expanding our infrastructure levels basically everywhere. And that's a lot of infrastructure. I'm also interested in getting some of these regions colonized, but that's going to be quite a while with our current colonial power. Okay. We require, of course, additional railroads. And this will allow us to move our troops around much more quickly. Okay, what's going on here? Cambodia asked us to back their side in the current crisis. What is this crisis? Crisis over the liberation of Cambodia. Okay, so we're the ones that are still on the fence. So China is... What's going on over here? China is attempting to do something with Cambodia. I'm going to decline. I'm not too interested in any external things right now. I'm kind of doing the isolationism thing and building up our infrastructure. That's what I'm most interested in doing at this present moment. As a great power is expected of us to assert our position. The Republic of China is backing Cambodia. Okay. You know what? We'll also back Cambodia. Yes, we're interested. I don't really want to get people thinking that we're being complacent, but we are. We're being a little complacent right now. And building a lot of things. Of course, I'm sure they noticed by the markets that there kind of isn't much for any timber, steel, and cement around. So that's a thing. Additional railroad construction is what we are looking for. And I'm sure we have some areas that I have missed. But that's okay. We will come through and get them later on. But this is the reason why I wish that there was a expansion planner in this game. And maybe there is, and I just don't know where it is. But it would be ideal if we could have like a tab here where we could just go down the list and expand and see their levels. That'd be very convenient. And very Europa-esque. But yeah, for right now, I'm not in a hurry. Our overall conquering is probably going to happen more in Hearts of Iron than in this particular game. Victoria 2 is more of an economic game, after all. And I'm very, very interested in getting our economy heavily online. I'm not sure what the point of building railroads in Gotland is, but okay. We'll go for it. So many railroads. At any rate, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are probably going to build railroads. I know nobody saw that coming, but that's probably what we're going to end up doing. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Gotta get this last railroad made. Much better. There we go.